YouTube. Okay, right, what we're going to do today is we're going to do the special edition of Back to the Future, the Blu-ray. Now this is the collector's edition. There was supposed to be a DeLorean edition that had the DeLorean, a model of it, actually come with the DVD, but for whatever reason the company decided it wasn't up to specification and decided not to release it. So this is the collector's edition, and it comes in a very nice metal tin, just with a picture of the DeLorean obviously and the classic Back to the Future image, and inside you get a hell of a lot of stuff, really, considering. First of all, we've got the out of time registration plate, which of course you see from the back of the DeLorean in the first film, and of course falls off and sort of spins. It's also in quite a few of the posters. This one I thought was quite a good idea, was the photograph of Marty's family that it was supposed to go back to 1955 with, and they do disappear in order, as you see there, as you see in the film, and they all come back. See, it's all very clever. So yeah, that was a good one. Then we've got the picture that obviously happened in Back to the Future Part 3, when they were in front of the clock that was going to be put up, assuming later that year, on the newly built town hall, and will later be struck by lightning, of course sending DeLorean back to 1985 in Part 1 and Part 2. Then we've got a poster. There are quite a few posters in this, of sort of like blueprints of the DeLorean. So you can't all see it in shot there, but there's like different pictures there of different areas, and of course the flux capacitor in the middle. Followed by a couple of newspaper clippings. Each one is not from a different movie, but chronicling a different point. This of course talks about Farmer sees flying saucer, and that picture is changed, I think, in Part 2 to Doc being put in a straitjacket. Then we've got the newspaper article chronicling the clock tower being struck by lightning. It's worth to point out that these aren't proper newspaper clippings, by the way. There is nothing on the other side apart from this one. I haven't seen that before. So there you go. So I'll just be quiet. So you've got the youth being jailed, and on the back you've got the gang being jailed, the two separate stories that was running in the paper. Now we've got another poster here. This one's double-sided. Unfortunately, most of the posters in this box set are double-sided, which means you're going to have to sort of pick which ones you prefer. So this one, you've got the 1955 to 1985 that's the future poster, you know, with your classic image of the DeLorean. On this side you've got a very 80s futuristic sort of image of Marty with glasses, with 1955 to 1985 written in them. So once again, you're going to have to pick which ones you prefer. If you are going to put them up on the wall, of course, some of you like me will probably just keep them in the collection, in the box set anyway, and not bother. Then we've got some postcards, and these are actually postcards. On the back there is Back to the Future logo, stamp, all the other things you can do. Who would send these, I'm not entirely sure, but just in case you wanted to, I suppose. And this one has got different designs of hoverboards that we're going to use. That of course is the one that Marty uses, with different like designs, and that's the one Biff uses late in the film. And then you've got like the hoverboard boss. It was a scooter for a little girl. Now we've got, as you can see, we've got the sports almanac that we see in film number 2, start of all the trouble there. This is only an extract, as it says down here, so it's not obviously 50 years of sports statistics, but it has got the sports statistics that is mentioned in the film. this one is another double-sided poster. This is the more classic poster you'll see, that was put up in cinemas. And what's quite cool is they've not just given you the original, they've also given you the 25th anniversary edition, the re-release of it. So you've got that version, and on the back you have got the traditional, original Back to the Future edition of it, which is quite cool. But once again, you have to decide which one you want. It would have been cooler if they presented them on separate pieces of paper, but you know, you can't have everything. And of course you've got another set of postcards of different DeLorean images, things like that. You've got the back of the DeLorean there, another picture of the DeLorean. I think that's another design, because it has some sort of weird Batman Knight Rider-y thing going on there. Different versions of it going through time. The inside of the cockpit, well, whatever you want to call it, and like a more technical design of it there. Then of course you come to the why you have bought the box set. You get the Back to the Future Blu-rays, of course. This is what you'll get in shops if you don't buy the collector's tin. Sometimes in like collector's editions where they come with big tins like that, you don't get the actual product that you would get outside of the box. They just put the discs in like small digipacks or whatever, and aren't as good as what you would get elsewhere, even though you do get the collector's edition. But in this one you do literally just get what you would get outside of it. And you get, so you open it up, you've got Lorraine on the DeLorean. The whole thing's got different pictures and stuff. There's the dock and the flying DeLorean and stuff, and Marty's on the side, if you can sort of see that. And you open it up, you've got a booklet there that says like scenes and stuff, special editions, features and stuff like that. Then you've got all 3 discs of the film with different pictures of Marty, and that's what you will get in the non-special edition. You just get that with none of the other things mentioned. It comes in a very nice shiny case. So if you're a massive Back to the Future fan, for me this was a must. I was a bit disappointed that I couldn't get the DeLorean edition, but if you do just like the films and you just wanted them in Blu-ray, this would be good. You don't get any more special features on the discs in the Blu-ray collector's edition. Obviously, like I said, this literally is from the outside, just put in the box. But what you do get on it, you do get very good special features. You do get updated cast commentaries and featurettes and stuff like that, interviews, different from what you would have got on the old ones. What was also quite cool is, if you're like me and never got to have a chance to go on the Universal ride on Back to the Future Disc 3, there is actually, you can actually go on the ride. They've recorded it and put it on there. Obviously it's not the same experience, but it's worth a look at. So yeah, just to tell you what's on the back here, it says brand new 6-part documentary, Tales from the Future, brand new physics of Back to the Future, never before seen nuclear test ending, which was quite interesting to watch, and deleted scenes and commentaries and Michael J. Fox question and answering behind the scenes and much more. It is all in 1080p. Well, not all the special features obviously, but the new special features are in 1080p if that particularly bothers you. But the films do look absolutely beautiful. I've watched each one a couple of times now, and they do look absolutely amazing, especially if you compare it to how it was. So yeah, for Back to the Future fans, I would recommend this most definitely. It's not just cashing in on the 25th anniversary. It is actually worth a buy, even though it is quite expensive to get this one. I think it's retailing at about £45, with this retailing about 30, I think, 25 to 30 depending on where you get it from. But it is worth it. You do get a lot of cool collector stuff that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Won't be able to find many of these in shops. I have trouble finding them in shops. I've seen one in HMV, so just get them off Amazon if you want one. So yeah, until next time YouTube, peace out.